Good day, good day. How are we all? How are you? Give me your answer. How are you? Don't leave me hanging. The message today, the lesson I learned today is don't ever compare yourself to others. Only ever compare yourself to yourself from, say, 1 month ago. So never compare yourself to others. Only ever compare yourself to yourself from 1 month ago. So what do I mean? There will always be someone doing better than you, and there will always be someone doing worse than you. Don't make it mean anything. Don't make it mean anything at all. In business, no emotion. It's not personal. It's business. You've heard that saying, and that's true. And that's a little bit. We should take that into our personal lives and a little bit into our emotional lives as well, into ourselves. Don't stop comparing. And I'm a big culprit of this. Do this many times. See so many people doing great things and thinking, "Wow, I'm not sure if I could do that." But when I look at myself, when I look at where I grew up and compare that to where I'm working and where I live now, that's a massive improvement. It really is. And that makes me smile inside, even if I don't show that on the outside. Eddie, how are you, mate? And Karen, Happy New Year to you both. Just talking about comparing yourself. So don't ever compare yourself to someone else or anything else. Compare yourself to yourself from the past of you. So if I look at, if you're looking at your body and you think, is your body in a better shape now than you was a year ago or 2 years ago or however long? Be proud of that. Be happy about that you've made progress yourself. Always have to look at ourselves, and I think a lot of people trip up that way. And as I've said, that's one of my issues that I'm overcoming. I'm getting rid of that problem because that's a blocking factor. Health, wealth, life is all about removing some blockages, making some clarifications in my mind, in your mind, and sharing what I learn with you, and you can share what you learn with me. Pop it in the box, send me a message. I've been having some great conversations with people since starting this, and I'm going to run it for the whole year. And it's about delivering what exactly is required to achieve optimal health and optimal wealth. And for me, in my book Health Wealth, I broke it into 4 sections. There's lens, lifestyle, exercise, nutrition, and supplementation. And I always start a program with a lifestyle coaching and lifestyle tips and tricks, and that includes mindset and stress management and sleep in there as well. So that's all part of our lifestyle. And when you get the lifestyle working, then you'll layer in the exercise and get your exercise right. Only then do I start thinking about really tweaking the diet, and then on top, the icing on the cake. Maybe not the best analogy, eating cake, but the icing on the cake, you get my point, is the supplementation. So we've always got to look to the lifestyle elements of things, and once we get those rocking and in place, we get rid of some negative thoughts that pull us off track, that stop us from doing what we need to do for that day. So day 1, I believe it was, leaders do what's required, not just what they feel like on the day. And that's exactly the same as what we want to set up here. This is removing a blockage. So we may not feel like doing something at some point because we've compared ourselves to someone else. Oh, they've got an amazing body, and I could never look like that. I could never get my abs to look like that, or my butt will never look like that. If you're male or female, whatever your preference is, but you get my point. And then we feel, bring us down. We feel like, I can't do this. I can't continue with what I wanted to do. So let's stop that comparison. Never compare. Stop comparing yourself, myself. Let's stop comparing ourselves with other people or something else, another situation and scenario. Only compare yourself to yourself from the past. Are you in a better position physically, mentally, emotionally, financially from the past? And if you are, you're doing a good job. Even if it's just one step forward, you've improved, you've not gone backwards. So this is a positive. So only ever compare yourself to yourself. Let's stop the comparison with anyone else or anything else, and just think about, have I improved? Have I improved my understanding of how to achieve optimal health, performance, and optimal wealth? Have I achieved my health wealth? I look like a dream, Richard, do you? Do you mean you look like a dream or I look like a dream? I think you mean you look like a dream, but it's good to see you, mate. So stop comparing yourself to anyone else. Only ever compare yourself to yourself from the past. And that's the message. That's the thing that I got today. Lee or Faye, hello, how are you? Happy days. Just have a look through the message that I've written, because I've just written a few points in there about, you know, where we grew up and where we're living now, who we spent our time with and who we're spending time with now. Has all of that improved? Our body shape, has that improved, or have we ever improved it in the past? Because if we have, then you could definitely do it again. It's just a matter of applying yourself in a certain way. We're all human, and you can apply certain techniques, certain beliefs, and keep doing that, and you'll achieve the specific things that reach that goal that you've set. You just need to set them up, be consistent with them. But we'll talk through more about consistency and I look like a dream. Thank you. I thought you meant that, Rich. I thought you meant that, but thank you. But we'll talk through all the different distinctions that I'm working through in my life. For all my life, I'm always looking for a better way. Is there a better way to do something? Is there a better food source? Is there a better supplement? And I'll share all of that. And that changes over time. You know, certain types of training in the past was considered, oh, that's really bad for you, it's not good, and like good mornings, for instance. But taken out of context, it might not be. But if you're doing a certain type of training program, if your back's healthy, if you're healthy and your movement's good, then it becomes a good movement to do. So things change over time. And we can't just take one literal exercise or one literal way of thinking and that sticks for the rest of our entire lives. We learn as we go. And the information out there in psychology and in emotional well-being and in training and in diet and nutrition, it's constantly changing, constantly improving. So we'll keep learning together with that and keep this process going throughout the year. So share with me what you've learned today, something big, something subtle, whatever it is. What's a lesson? What is the lesson that you've learned today? And the plan, the aim of this is to keep sharing experiences. If we learn from our own experiences, that's genius. You know, we're not being stupid. We're not keep making the same mistakes. That's clever. If we learn from someone else's and other people's mistakes and lessons, then that becomes a bit of a genius and propels us forward at a faster pace. So the lesson that I've learned today is don't do it. Stop comparing yourself to anyone else. Because there'll always be someone doing better and there'll always be someone doing worse. In business, it's not personal. And in all throughout life, it's not personal unless you make it personal. So stop comparing and only compare yourself to yourself from the past. Are you in a better state of mind, emotions, and physical body from a few months ago? And I am very happy with my progress right now. Body-wise, I'm going to make a shift because Christmas and New Year just happened, so we all have a bit of time off, indulge and enjoy the naughty things and naughty foods. So we'll get that back on track real soon. So have an amazing day. That's the lesson today. Have a read through, give us a thumbs up, share what you learned, share some thoughts on what I've just talked about, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you want to talk a little bit deeper in it, give me a DM, like a direct message, a private message. So good to see you here, all the people that turned up. If you're not watching this live, still message in. I'll get the message and I'll reply. I will reply to every message, or shoot me a personal message. Remember, happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Now let's go get health, wealth, and let's take the world with us. Have an amazing evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.